Do you ever find yourself feeling disappointed with your spiritual growth because your practices are not meeting your spiritual expectations? You may be meditating daily, attending religious services regularly, or practicing spiritual techniques, but still you feel like something is missing. It's understandable to feel discouraged when our spiritual journey doesn't match up to our expectations. Feeling discouraged when our spiritual journey doesn't meet our expectations is a common experience. However, there are ways to overcome this challenge. By exploring new practices and approaches, you may discover unexpected avenues for spiritual growth and development. If you can relate to this, then watch further to find out how you can shift your perspective and approach your spiritual journey with more openness and curiosity. When we apply any spiritual practice, we often search for perfection or to reach the final goal of enlightenment. We strive for that perfection. In our spiritual practice of letting go, we often find ourselves reacting, and then a whole new inner dialogue happens. We feel we have not reached that perfection. We have reacted. Oh no. At this point, we are not only judging the person we are having the conflict with, but we are also judging ourselves. We're even more annoyed and upset, and so it continues in a vicious circle. We're then caught up in the mind. However, there is a solution that can help us break free from this pattern and ease any suffering caused by these overwhelming emotions and constant chatter of the mind. Firstly, we can look at upsets or disputes much like you are a character in a play, simply watching as the scene plays out. Imagine that you're acting in a film or a play. You are playing a character. If someone in the scene is having a dispute with you as an actor, you don't let it bother you. It's just a play. You see yourself acting, but there's no deep emotion or reaction within you. You are just acting the scene. Whether you react or do not react in the play doesn't matter to you, because you know that you're only playing a role. It is not really you. You are watching as the script plays out before you. As we all know, it can be easy to become identified with our emotions and judgments, forgetting that they are not really ours. Identifying with the body and mind is a common human tendency. We often get caught up in our thoughts, emotions, and physical appearance, forgetting that we are much more than that. We often identify too closely with the body and mind, forgetting that they're simply tools that we're using to navigate the world. We forget that we are the perfection that animates the body, that the body and the mind are just like an avatar that we use. Because the mind has become our only source of information, we have become completely engrossed in it. This constant movement of thought has become a habit, as it is so fascinating and hypnotic, and when the emotions are also brought into the mix, it is a very powerful force. When you encounter challenging situations in your life, try stepping back and reconnecting with the wisdom, the consciousness within, and observe with awareness. You then step into the space between all things. By doing so, you recognize that you are merely playing a game and allowing it to unfold without becoming caught up in it. What we need to realize and remember is that the body and mind are not who we are. They are just tools we use, much like avatars or characters in a play. We are the consciousness, the wisdom, the balance that lies between all of that. We are that which animates the body. The more we do this, the more we become balanced, moving between all positives and negatives, bringing peace and harmony into our lives and those around us. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We realize this can transform our perception of ourselves and the world around us. Remember, we are not striving for perfection. We are already the perfection. Our main spiritual practice is to realize that we have become caught in the hypnotic movement of the mind, body, and emotions, which has created a constant veil of illusion. It is not about getting everything perfect. It's simply realizing that you're already the perfection behind the body and mind. We have become so identified with the mind that we think the mind and body are who we are. To awaken from this dream, we must realize the wisdom, the consciousness within, as we lift the veil of illusion and see who we really are behind all the noise. We can then shed the limiting beliefs and expectations that hold us back from connecting with our true essence, by remembering that we are not our body or mind, that in fact we are divine beings with infinite potential. As we reveal the light of consciousness within, we experience the space between, the balance between all things. We remember that we are the balance between the positives and negatives of this physical world. And by embracing this balance, we can find fulfillment in our spiritual journey. As we continue to do this more and more, we then shed the limiting beliefs and expectations that hold us back from connecting with our true essence, by remembering that we are not our body or mind, that in fact we are divine beings with infinite potential. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this content, please show your support by hitting the like button below this video. Your feedback helps me to create more informative and helpful videos for you. It also helps this channel to reach more people around the globe.